Hello cousins, today we are looking at Super Mario 64 The Mushroom Cup. Now before we continue, as I was writing the script for this video, I was browsing YouTube and it appears that they actually did go through with their plan to remove public dislike counts. Because of YouTube's brilliant decision making, I will never again be able to dislike a Nikocado avocado video after watching the entire thing for no reason. I can't dislike Donkey's Last of Us 2 review. I can't even dislike the Game Awards YouTube channel for giving Metroid Dread 0 awards next week. Well, I can, but no one will be able to see it, so there's no point. As you can imagine, I am beyond devastated because there is nothing I enjoy more than disliking things. Now, this has nothing to do with the video, I just wanted to vent, so now that that's out of the way, let's talk some business. Now, Super Mario 64 The Mushroom Cup is a Mario 64 hack made by Usernames Are Not Important, who you may remember as the creator of Mario on Indigo Island from day one. I think this game exists in the same canon as that one and comes earlier in the timeline. I'm not going to get into a lot of detail with respect to the game's story, mostly because the story of this game is kept relatively vague and mysterious, and I'm not about to game theory a ROM hack on a marathon, but I would be remiss if I didn't acknowledge that it's there. So yes, there is a story. Kinda. Mushroom Cup is a full-sized hack comprised of 15 worlds and 130 stars, which makes it bigger than the original game. Now, I've been playing Super Mario 64 ROM hacks for the better part of 5 years, and sometimes I feel like I've played every Mario ROM hack and that I'm just observing and saying the same things over and over and over again, and to some extent I'm pretty sure that's true, and I don't even mean this as a particularly negative thing because they're usually really fun anyway. But I just feel like I should put that out there just so you understand how impressive it is when I play a ROM hack that does something that's genuinely cool. And that's where this ROM hack comes in, because Mushroom Cup did something groundbreaking, something that I don't see often enough. Get this. This is a challenging ROM hack that is not a torturous clusterfuck death march of pain. Based on the research that I did, the Mushroom Cup is generally considered by others to be a hard ROM hack. Now, usually when someone says, oh yeah, that ROM hack is really hard, what they really mean is, yeah, that ROM hack was made by Hannibal Lecter. ROM hackers are evil, dude, like absolutely deranged. Sometimes. A substantial number of ROM hacks I've played over the years have a psychotic and sadistic approach to difficulty whereby they'll just jam a bunch of horseshit into a level whether it works or not. I am aware that ROM hackers are basically indie developers who are spreading their wings and honing their skills for when they hopefully achieve their dreams of becoming a big league game designer, and there's definitely nothing wrong with that. I don't expect perfection from someone making a ROM hack all on their own. Otherwise, I am aware that the work of a critic is easy because we risk nothing while shitting on everything. But some of the things I see in these hacks, you know, they don't feel like the result of a lack of polish or experience. They feel as though the designer was just imagining how funny it would be to watch a video of someone playing their hack and then smashing their controller in a fit of blind fury. And I know most of these guys playtest their stuff, so it's not like they don't know what they're doing. Now, with all of that said, what really makes the Mushroom Cup stand out is that even though it is a challenging game, it rarely feels like bullshit. Although there are occasional moments that require an annoying amount of precision, a lot of it is fairly forgiving, you know, except when it's not. Usually, ROM hacks are at their worst when they seem oblivious to the fundamental flaws of the base game's engine, and the level design and the challenges therein don't really make sense within the context of those flaws. This is further exacerbated by a very Sisyphean undercurrent whereby if you fuck up one part of a string of dickhead challenges, suddenly none of it matters because you have to do all that bullshit all over again. And to be as clear as possible, I am not singling anybody out here. Basically every single ROM hack I have ever played in my life has been guilty of this at one moment or another. Mushroom Cup is not perfect in that regard, but it is remarkable how often the game does actually feel tough but fair, as opposed to tough but fuck off. One thing that pisses me off though is how often a level will have a portal to a different level within the level that doesn't always give an extremely clear indication that it will take you out of the level. level, 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 level. Now this would not be so bad except for the yellow coin and red coin stars. You could be building your way up to 99 coins, which yeah, you only need 99 in this game, and then lose it all because you accidentally exited the level. And that happened to me like 4 times on this level here. Mostly because this boat is a little buggy and you clip through the geometry when you least expect it, and the boat itself is an entirely different level. I realize that I took a very negative and maybe overly critical turn, but this really is a great ROM hack, all things considered. Mushroom Cup is carried by a spectacular variety of worlds that all feel unique and distinct from one another, and more importantly than all of that, the levels are legitimately fun to play. The challenges often feel less like a test of how much bullshit the game can throw at you before you give up and start writing your will, and more of a test of your basic knowledge of the mechanics and the nuances in using them. There's even an entire level built around wall jumping. Even the first level is almost entirely covered in this quicksand that doesn't let you jump high. That's a great way of establishing what kind of hack this is going to be right off the bat. Again, some parts of this game really are infuriating, but if you can have the patience for that, the rest of the game is entirely reasonable. Mushroom Cup is phenomenal from the standpoint of presentation. It's not just individual models and textures that happen to look good, and certainly look better than the original game, but the worlds feel cohesive and well thought out, both as a platforming playground and a distinct, thoughtfully realized fictional world. One of my favorites is this level with a big tree set against the orange twilight, not to mention the music, which is also very good. To top it all off, this game also has its share of humor as well. When you get your first star, a dialogue box appears and says getting a star allows you to reach the next floor above you. Or you can just cheat. That works too. Huh. Well, if the game told me to cheat, then I guess I better do it. If you want to play a Mario 64 hack that's challenging but not so infuriating you'll have a fatal aneurysm, Mushroom Cup is a pretty safe bet. So thank you very much for watching. Now let's see if you can guess tomorrow's present. All I will tell you is that it's not a Super Mario 64 ROM hack, but it is related to Mario by blood. Alright, Merry Christmas.